the Walt Garrison Cooking Show, featuring Walt Garrison and Executive Chef Terry Sullivan. And now, here's Walt Garrison.
Okay, now Walt, we've showed them how to choose the meat. We've showed them how to prep the meat. Now we're going to show you how to cook the meat. Remember, it's all in the process. It's all in the process. So what we're going to do is we have preheated this grill to 800 degrees. Now what that means is ever how hot you can get your grill, that's how you want to get it hot. Now and the reason for that is because we're just going to begin cooking the meat. We're going to sear these steaks on both sides briefly, and then we're going to do something else with them. So I have preheated this grill, and it says on here 800 degrees. At the restaurant, our grill is always between 800 and 1,000 degrees, because that's just where we start cooking the meat. That's not where we finish it at. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to open the grill up. Oh, that's nice and hot. Now look here. We're going to take these. We're going to throw them right on here, and we're going to shut that thing down. We're going to shut it down, and we're going to let those sear on one side for 2 minutes.
Go.
There you go. Don't get nervous. But that smells good already, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now don't get nervous. Don't keep lifting up the lid. You don't want to do that. They're okay. They don't need you to babysit. You know what I'm saying?
I got my timer going.
Where are we?
You've got about a minute and a half.
All right. Well, we're going to stand here and look at each other for about a minute.
Well, I've already learned something, because most people are like me, Terry. They cook a steak. They want it, I turn it up to 300 degrees or 250 and put it on there, and then come back and turn them 14 times, and you don't want to do that.
Well, the thing about it is people think that you got to cook them slow.
Yeah.
You don't want to cook the steak slow. It's just going to keep burning that outer layer of meat. You don't want to do that. You want to cook it as fast as you can, and in order to do that, you got to have a good grill. And this is a great grill.
Makes sense.
All right, where are we at on time now?
You got 55 seconds.
All right, 55 seconds. Now again, I can hear them sizzling in there.
Yeah.
They're good. They're going to get good and seared up. They're going to have that crispy grill taste on the outside. But boy, I promise you, when we cut into that in just a little bit, it's going to be absolutely perfect. Okay? Yep. All right.
It's time.
All right, we've let them on that. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Now look here. We're just going to flip it. See how it's good and marked?
Yeah.
Going to flip it on the other side. Don't worry about the flame. The flame's all right. Just like that. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to let them cook on this side for a little less than 2 minutes, probably about a minute.
Okay.
But you see that?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. See how good and marked up they are? For about 3 minutes, okay? We're done with the grill. All right, look at that. Can you get a close-up shot there, Al? Isn't that pretty? That's beautiful. Okay, now, let me also say this.
What?
Don't ever turn your steaks with a fork. You don't want to ever penetrate that meat, because when you penetrate the meat, juice is going to fall out. We want that juice to stay in, so we always turn it with a spatula. All right. Now, so we went out to the grill, and also let me say this: that you leave it on the grill depending on the thickness of the meat. Now, this meat here is about 1 inch thick. And so I didn't leave it on the grill as I normally would on an 1.5 inch or 2 inch, but it's ready to go. So we cooked it on the grill for about 3 minutes on each side, just to sear it. We just want to sear it, but we don't want to burn it. All right. The grill cooks meat from the outside in. The oven cooks it from the inside out. At the steakhouse, every steak we cook, we start it on the grill, we finish it in the oven. We never burn a steak that way. So we're going to take this. Oh boy, those look good. Look at that.
Yeah.
Man, I could bite into that right now and be okay. Now, we're going to put this in the oven. The oven's at 425 degrees. 425 degrees. Why? Because we want to cook it fast. All right, we want to cook it fast. All right, so we're going to put it in the oven at 425 degrees. Make sure your rack's in the center, and we're going to leave them in that oven for 2 minutes. That's it. And
both sides. You're not going to flip them again.
Not ever going to flip them again. All right. Listen, every time you flip meat, you recook it on the same side. Okay? That's why a lot of times you take your steaks you put them on the grill, and you keep flipping them, and they're hard on the outside, and you go, what in the heck is going on? Well, listen, every time you flip that meat, you're going to recook that side. All right? So Makes
That makes
sense?
sense. I hate it when people make sense.
I know. So we're going to take them out of the oven. Oh, those look good. Can you see that, Alan?
Look at the juice.
Rest. In the restaurant business, we call that resting the meat. And we're going to rest the meat for 3 minutes. All right? So we pull it out of the oven. Anything else you have to do to set the table, that's when you do it. You let your meat rest for 3 minutes, and it forces all those juices back to the center of the meat. A lot of times when you cook meat at home, you take them off the grill, you're excited, you slap them on the plate, you cut into them. Where's the juice? Well, it's still on the grill. You see. So now we're going to let the juice get back to the center of the meat. So when we cut into it, we want that juice to fall out of it.
A lot of people